Nigga, I told you, nigga. I told you, nigga. Until the day end, nigga, you can always on me, pussy.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, don't mind the walking guys. There's just like buzzing sound that keeps happening, so I'm trying to like figure out what the hell this buzzing noise is. And I guess we're just gonna have to pace back and forth every now and then, so bear with me on that. But interesting news, and I wanted to talk about this, and it pertains to one of my favorite weight classes in boxing right now, and that weight class is none other than the light heavyweight division. So speaking of the light heavyweight division, you have Jean Pascal, a guy that's coming off of a really good win against Meng Long Feng, who was one of the highest ranked contenders in the IBF light heavyweight rankings. I believe it was number 1 or number 2, somewhere around there. But he beat him recently on a Pro Box TV show, Pro Box promotion show, and the old wily veteran Jean Pascal at his advanced age, still making things happen, still being a factor in boxing. He's put himself in position to potentially fight Joshua Buatsi because it's been reported that Buatsi and him are in the middle of a period to make a fight happen. Now, this is very interesting. This is very intriguing because Joshua Buatsi is a guy that Eddie Hearn is trying to get to skip the line in the WBA rankings, bypass the WBA light heavyweight mandatory Gabriel Ramirez, and get Buatsi to fight Dmitry Bivol for the WBA title, all right? Which I think is fucking bullshit. I even called him out about it on Instagram, and what did he do? He unfollowed me because he knew I was telling the truth. And Eddie Hearn likes many things in life, but one thing Eddie Hearn sometimes doesn't like is the motherfucking truth. Now listen, Jean Pascal, he's in position to fight Buatsi. Apparently, the IBF says that if these two are to fight, a deal must be reached by August the 11th to avoid a potential purse bid hearing. Now, the only way Eddie Hearn could avoid this fight for Buatsi is if he gets the blessing of Gabriel Mendoza and the fine folks at the WBA, and they allow him to fight Bivol. That's the only way. If not, then it looks like they're gonna have to go explore a fight with Jean Pascal, which I think. I think Joshua Buatsi fighting Jean Pascal will be a good fight because Buatsi, let's be real, he's fought Richard Bolotniks and he's fought Craig Richards, and I think Pascal would be the highest level he could possibly get before he goes and he fights for a world title. It's the perfect step up fight. I think if he could beat a guy like Pascal, it not only will that be good for him to have a former world champion like him on his resume, and a guy who is actually, I would say, more than a former world champion. This is a guy that's been beating good, solid, younger guys for a couple of years now. A lot of people thought 5 years ago when he fought Ahmed El Biali, when Ahmed El Biali was undefeated, that was going to be Jean Pascal's last fight. And 5 years on, he's still in the light heavyweight picture. So what a great opportunity for Buatsi to kind of put the old iron horse to bed and retire him and get him up out of the sport. And on top of that, he'll also wind up getting some very invaluable ring experience, which I think would make him more prepared to win any world title fight. Not just Bivol, not just Beterbiev, but any world title fight. So I think this would be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like I've stated many times, and I'll say in that video that got me unfollowed by Eddie Hearn on Instagram, I'll say it again. We don't need Buatsi versus. We don't really need Joshua Buatsi versus Bivol right now. Gabriel Ramirez has earned his shot. He's been calling out Bivol for a long time. He's WBA mandatory. Let that fight play out. Let Buatsi take this fight. If Buatsi can win this fight, it really goes to show you the level he's at and what he can do in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, I'm really praying to God that the WBA doesn't get on any sort of bullshit. They do the right thing, because this is what, like I said in previous videos, what the right thing is in this case is actually also what's the best for the business of boxing. Okay, not that I give a fuck about that, but I'm saying these are the things that influence the decisions. Zotto versus Bivol in Southern California at this juncture in time is a big fight because of the fact of Bivol just beating Canelo, who is the biggest, not just star in boxing, but Mexican star in boxing, and Gabriel Ramirez is one of the biggest stars around those weights, for Mexican fighters. So it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of good storylines going in. It's an easy sell. You know, I don't see why the WBA would allow that fight to not happen to make an exception for Joshua Buatsi. It really, really is nothing short of disgrace of what Eddie Hearn is trying to do with Joshua Buatsi in trying to get him to fight and bypass Zoldo Ramirez. Instead of, you know, if you really wanted that Bivol fight for Buatsi, why not request the WBA to have it be a final eliminator, and then if he wins, which you don't think he will, and you don't have enough confidence to do that. That's why you unfollow me on Instagram. Go ahead and fight him. If he beats him, then there you go. He's mandatory, but no. So I personally would like this fight a lot more. I like this fight a lot more. Not even just for the Buatsi, but for the Pascal side of things. Because listen, man, Pascal's been taking O's. He's been beaten up. Like, he beat Marcus Brown. He beat Ahmed Bialy and took his O. He took Meng Long Feng's O recently. So, you know, listen, man. If you're a younger fighter with an undefeated record, the last motherfucker you want to be fighting at this point is Jean Pascal. Because, man, one thing about Pascal is he's seen some of the most destructive talent in this weight class has ever seen. He's fought Kovalev. He's fought Bernard Hopkins. He's fought the who's who of 175. So there's nothing that he's gonna see that's gonna scare him or throw him off. This guy is as experienced as they come, and he still has a lot of dog left in him, a lot of fight left in him. And sometimes when you get these older fighters, and it's the last stand and it's the final chapter, you know, you get that what that does is create a lot of desperation, and desperation makes a fighter very, very dangerous. And Joshua Buatsi's never been in there with a fighter as experienced, as desperate to win as a Jean Pascal. So if they fight, I could see it being very problematic for Joshua Buatsi. But then that's where the hype, the qualities, all the narratives we've heard about Joshua Buatsi all these years, he would have to go out in this fight and prove it against a guy like Pascal. So, you know, the deadline for them to reach an agreement is, in fact, August 11th. If not, you will get a purse bid. It is worth noting that Eddie Hearn will try to probably make something happen with Buatsi and Bivol before that August 11th date. So please, if you're following the situation, remember that date, August 11th. It is also possible that Eddie Hearn could file an extension with the IBF to try to finesse that little deal with the WBA. So a lot of moving pieces here, a lot of mandatories, and a lot of things that are really stopping us from getting the undisputed fight at light heavyweight that we desperately deserve as boxing fans between Bivol and Beterbiev. But you know, it's the world we live in. You know, you got Callum Smith taking on Mateo Batalik on the Joshua Usyk undercard for the WBC mandatory spot. You got Beterbiev, who's gonna have to fight Anthony Yard, and who's WBO mandatory next. So it's like, can we just get to the fight that the fans want? You know, put the politics aside, put the bullshit aside. Let's make Beterbiev versus Bivol, and let's do what's right by the sport. You know. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys let me know what you think. That's the situation with Pascal and Bivol. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about the whole situation. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, because we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers here on True School Sports. So I know with your help we'll get there quickly and swiftly. But thank you guys for watching the video. Take care. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, man, you know, when it rains, it pours. It's getting really bad for, you know, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Roberto Diaz, and all the fine folks at Golden Boy Promotions, because they just lost Sinisa Estrada, one of the best fighters they had. Someone that really should have been one of their franchise fighters, someone they should have built around, you know. And like I said, when it rains, it pours. Golden Boy Promotions is the Titanic. It's a sinking ship, and it's been reported that El Professor Joshua Franco, one of the top fighters in the super flyweight division, he's left Golden Boy Promotions. He's you know, gonna go explore a future elsewhere. And you know what? I gotta say, man, Joshua Franco, you know, it's unfortunate because he's been screwed out of a lot of things recently. Like, he was supposed to fight Gaio Estrada. Gaio Estrada don't want to fight him. Gaio Estrada want to go fight Cholatito. which I don't even want to see because Gaio Estrada.
Thank you for watching True School Sports.
No, follow this kid.
Oh.
You know, he's a true, he's a young, true, passionate person who follows boxing. He wakes up thinking about boxing and he goes to sleep thinking about boxing.
This is true. This is
good kid, good man, and looking forward to seeing him everywhere in the boxing world.
Hey man, if you ain't subscribed to True School Sports, you fucking up, man. Make sure you subscribe, bro.
Fucking up big time.
Make sure, man.